I'm also really happy to share launch of our first environmentally friendly product, green product, in the Canadian marketplace. The Samsung McLean was actually launched a little earlier this in the September timeframe, August timeframe down in the United States with Sprint. And early indications have been it's been incredibly successful, very well received into the marketplace, and our expectation that we'll share the same sort of results here in Canada. It is going to be launched in the Bell network, just to make sure everyone's aware of that. And it is a eco-friendly product from end to end, from the way it's built and the packaging that it comes in and the power supply that we use. So it's a bioplastic material made from corn, makes up about 40% of the exterior of this product. It's got obviously free of PCBs, BFRs, and all of those bad things for the environment, of which I am not a chemical engineer, so please don't ask me to go into the great detail, but I know that's included in the press release if you are looking for additional information. The outer packaging of the phone itself and the tray are made from 70% recycled materials as well. And the images on the box and the printing and the materials are actually done with soy-based ink. So as you can see, it's eco-friendly through and through. As well, the charger is also eco-friendly. It's Energy Star compliant. Uses 12 times less power, and in fact tells you when the phone is fully charged so that you can unplug it. Because the big misnomer is a lot of people charge their phone in to the wall with the charger, walk away, unplug the phone from the charger, but leave the charger in. It's actually still draining energy at that point in time. So this charger actually tells you when the phone is fully charged, and as asked you, it kind of indicates that you should unplug it from the wall. So clearly driving that Energy Star compliance through it. As you well know, Samsung is not only committed to the environment from a wireless perspective, but across our entire product portfolio. Samsung's been recognized by Greenpeace as being #2 in the globe as a green company. So we employ environmentally friendly products into both our TVs, into our home appliances, into our IT products, monitors, and PCs. All of those are Energy Star compliant as an organization. And in fact, we even take green from a global perspective and we bring it down to a local perspective here in Canada with the way we treat green here in the Canadian marketplace. We have a recycling program for any Samsung products. So if you have a Samsung TV, we have 24 depots set up across the country where people can bring in their Samsung TV and have it disposed of in an eco-friendly way. It's no cost to the consumer, and Samsung actually works with an organization, Global Electronic Processing, which is our recycling partner here in Canada, and they actually take the product, they break it down, and they recycle that back into the environment. So it's very critical for us as an organization to be a part of that. The phone itself, just to quickly give you some update on that, it's a slide product. If you haven't had a chance, a little later, there's a few of them around the room. Please feel free to pick them up and use them. It's slide technology. It's a messaging device, and messaging is an absolutely critical part of kind of the mobile arena today. Smartphone, which also has kind of messaging capabilities. Smartphones had about good growth for the last few years. It's slowed though a little bit. Starting to see smartphone get down to about 10% growth year over year. The messaging segment, which we call a non-smartphone, so nothing with an OS, has had phenomenal growth. And we've seen a shift in our whole product portfolio this year. We started the year with only one messaging product in our entire lineup. As we exit the year, we will have close to 8 products in our messaging lineup. The Reclaim is our 3rd product with Bell. We've had the Vice, which we launched earlier this year in the main time frame. And most recently, we've launched a product called Link, which is another full QWERTY messaging device with Bell. What we're starting to see is a predominance in this segment by the youth who tend to text message. And I'll use my daughter's example. I have a 12-year-old daughter who has a QWERTY device. Samsung would be surprised to hear that. And I call her. When I call my daughter, she doesn't call me back. She texts me back and say, what do you want, Dad? So youth tend to spend most of their time communicating today through text messaging. Hence the prevalence of QWERTY devices in the Canadian marketplace. We see that as a real growth engine through next year. Smartphones will also be critical for our longer-term success. but the messaging statement continues to see phenomenal growth. So back to this for a few moments. As I mentioned, it's a QWERTY device. It has a 2-megapixel camera built into it with 3x digital zoom. You also have the ability to do video recording on this device as a camcorder. It has up to 32 gigabytes of storage on the device itself. I can remember years ago buying a PC and someone telling me I have a 180 meg hard drive and that would be more than enough. And this holds 32 gigs of getting information. So drives that message in the marketplace. It's going to be available in 2 colors, the earth green and the ocean blue colors, which tend to fall into that eco-friendly form factor as well. So incredibly excited about both these devices coming out into the market.